huge welcome to all our dear friends from Russia. It's lovely to see familiar faces for our 6th conference, the Russian Phoenix, and we're really looking forward to a fantastic program.
For us, it was very important to see this kind of project appearing right here in the middle of Scotland, and thanks to people who live here. And we do believe it's very important when people interact, and not only interact and talk, they are combining efforts and resources to do something together.
It does bind together Scotland and Russia. It's an event made by a few friends, and the whole history of Scotland is bound up with the history of Russia.
It's all about greater understanding of Russians as a nation, and particularly as a nation who have culture at the heart of everything they do.
We should enable people who may not be interested in the music of Shostakovich or Stravinsky, but who want to know about what Russia is doing now, what it's living by, and what its idea of the future is.
And of course, this year we'll know we're talking about Russian Revolution and how it influenced or has been influenced by the developments in art and literature.
It brings together people from different parts of the world, people who want to learn from each other, and not only in terms of historical events that we're looking at and poetry and literature that we're looking at, but in terms of understanding how other languages work.
There is a lack of deep analysis of what's going on in Russia or what's going on in the different parts of the world, and it's good that different views could be heard together in one place.
That kind of communication across differences. You recognise the difference, the border must be there, but you have to communicate across it in a human way, not to be limited to respect the limitation, but not to be bound by it, as it were. So a conference like that does that in quite a radical, quite a big, open way.
It's a great environment to actually just sit and listen to people talk about different cultural aspects to what they would see every day. Take yourself out of the usual and away from the norm, maybe in libraries or in cultural centres, and sit back and relax and actually unwind and chat about things that are important to each other.
There's a lot of interest in it. Liz Roberts, who puts a lot of effort into it, and all credit to her, you know. And we're proud to say that they've decided to come to Moffat, and they use this every year. And it's good for the town.
Actually, it makes you really think and experience things, well, in a different way as a result. And that seems to be time really well spent and a way of growing.
I think these conferences allow people to talk to each other. This is very, very important because we live in the media era, like we are being bombarded, all kind of information, all kind of interests clashing. So the only thing to understand each other is to see each other, to listen to each other, to talk.